KBJR TV 6.
Marathons, cross country, everybody's on the run. Not just so much to stay in shape, but cause it's lots of fun. And the light, refreshing taste today is what we're looking for. That's why 7-Up is turning up now more and more. Reaching up,
Warming up,
looking up,
rocking up,
America is turning 7-Up. Moving up,
jogging up,
feeling up,
being up.
America is turning 7-Up.
Rodney Dangerfield's off to college.
Shake it up, baby!
In his biggest comedy smash.
Ooh, I'd like to tame your shrew.
And good old college life will never be the same.
Hey, boys, here's a couple of pens in case you learn how to write, okay?
Back to school. Saturday at noon.
What is love?
Across America, heads are shaking. Because the bad boys of Saturday Night Live are coming to prime time. Saturday at 9, 8 Central, with great moments from Chris Rock, David Spade,
Bye-bye.
Adam Sandler, Rob Schneider,
Drinking coffee.
Chris Farley, and featuring the Roxbury Guys.
Hello.
And later that night, the season premiere of Saturday Night Live, hosted by Cameron Diaz.
Sure.
It all starts at 9, 8 Central, NBC Saturday. Shake it, America.
2, 3. NBA action is fantastic.
Johnson will bring it in. The Purvis short. Back to Johnson from 55 feet. Oh, it's good! He banks in a 55-footer. Still got a second left. It goes to Manny, who'll try to retaliate. He does! In the final 3 seconds, a pair of
NBA action.
Can you
It's
believe it?
fantastic.
Twice!
On the next Baywatch.
Hit the beach with Baywatch, Sunday night at 6 on Fox 35.
Chicago's frequent flyer, Air Jordan, ignites the Bulls as they face the playoff-bound force of the Cavaliers next Sunday.
Friday at 10 on Fox 35.
Squeeze another player tightly.
Due to the mature nature of our new game, we are unable to show you exactly how to play it. But there is a Parker Brothers game, so it's just good, clean fun.
Take a shower with your clothes on.
Dare.
Cher is flawless. The sneak attacks.
Al Bundy, what do you think you're doing?
Going blind if you stand up.
The bombings.
Are you crazy?
Who you calling crazy, punk?
Forget the Hatfields and McCoys. This is the mother of all family feuds.
Oh my God, it's Al! He's jacking up the house!
And all new Married, Sunday at 9, 8 Central.
And Sleeks.
You're watching Nick at Night.
Thanks, Professor.
Speeding in fluids and minerals. Supplying energy to working muscles. Nothing cuts through your thirst like Gatorade.
Time Cops, Saturday at 8, 7 Central.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Randall. On the next Good Day, Florida's Governor Lawton Child talks about juvenile crime, and also with us, Chef to Go.
You're watching WOFL, Channel 35, Orlando.
Headline News, I'm Gordon Graham. President Clinton's controversial decision to lift a 19-year trade embargo against Vietnam is being hailed by business leaders and denounced by veterans groups and families of missing American soldiers. The president says the decision did not come easily, but he claims it will actually improve Vietnamese cooperation in the search for MIAs and POWs.
I wanted to make sure that the trade questions did not enter into this decision. So I never had a briefing on it, and we never had a discussion about it. I thought it was very important that that not be a part of this decision.
A Vietnamese deputy foreign minister says Hanoi will open a liaison office in Washington as a step toward full diplomatic relations with the U.S. Many veterans groups were upset with the president's decision. They claim without the embargo, America loses a major bargaining chip.
I fault the bureaucracies, namely at State and Defense Department, for misinforming the president and giving him advice that doesn't hold water. By any objective assessment,
U.S. companies are already rushing to move into Southeast Asia's newest market. American Express says it will sign an agreement with Vietnam this morning to allow its credit card to be used in the country. United Airlines also will begin service to Vietnam as soon as it gets government approval. Although it ended years ago, the Vietnam War remains an emotional issue to many Americans. Some feel it's time to lay the past to rest. Bruce Morton has more.
Maybe it's finally over. Maybe it's finally a new time. It never took so long before. After World War II, the dust settled and the Marshall Plan began helping Europe to rebuild. In Korea, the shooting stopped, and all of a sudden, Seoul was full of skyscrapers, and factories were turning out goods. The GIs came home from those wars. The missing were in time declared presumed dead. Everything about Vietnam was different. It was America's longest war, and its most bitter. Americans fought in the paddies and sometimes fought each other over whether the cause was just. Maybe it was different because Americans at home saw the pain, saw soldiers kill and be killed, saw that civilians suffer too, that napalm does not discriminate. It was on the TV screen every night. Maybe it was different because Americans saw they weren't always the good guys. Maybe it was different because America lost. That was on television too. Americans came home to find that other Americans hated what they'd done. And many Americans thought all the troops hadn't come home. But time has passed. Americans built a wall which became a place where old hurts could heal. Not a place to end grieving, but a place to come to terms with grief. And Vietnam changed too, of course. Poor still, but less poor. More than enough rice now to feed its people. And U.S. companies watched as others came, German firms, Japanese, to tap the rich new market. Some still oppose the move, but they are fewer now. And maybe this is really the signal that's been needed, the signal that America's longest war is finally really over, that a new time has begun. Bruce Morton, CNN, Washington.
The House has approved more than $8.5 billion in aid for earthquake-damaged Southern California. It's the largest disaster relief bill in U.S. history. Lawmakers also approved $2.6 billion in spending cuts to offset the aid. The bill now goes to the Senate. Another business group is opposing President Clinton's health care reforms. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce says the proposal would impose unacceptable costs on business. Earlier, the Business Roundtable endorsed an alternate plan. The White House says it's confident Congress will approve a reform bill the president can sign into law this year. A little older, a little slower, but still the great communicator. Ronald Reagan returned to Washington for a GOP fundraiser in honor of his 83rd birthday. He chided Democrats for whining about the 1980s, a decade he said would stand the test of time. And he accused President Clinton of stealing his ideas and trying to rewrite his legacy.
After watching the State of the Union address the other night, I'm reminded of the old adage that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Only in this case, it's not flattery, but grand larceny.
The black tie affair raised $5 million for the GOP. The Justice Department says documents relating to the suicide of White House counsel Vincent Foster will remain secret for the time being, but Attorney General Janet Reno will order a quick release policy for other high-profile cases involving the government's integrity. The move comes after the Wall Street Journal sued the Justice Department for withholding reports on Foster's suicide. William Perry has been sworn in as Secretary of Defense. Last night, the Senate confirmed Perry's nomination without opposition. Perry, formerly the number 2 man at the Pentagon, replaces Les Aspin.
And is distributed by Warner Brothers Domestic Television Distribution.
Tom Hanks, Dan Aykroyd. Tom Hanks, Dan Aykroyd.
Just the facts, ma'am.
Dragnet.
Saturday at 4.
United Cerebral Palsy. For details, call this number and join the fun.
Your children. How can you keep them safe in your own home? The Crusaders show you. How can they protect themselves out there? The Crusaders tell you. What about new dangers you never imagined? The Crusaders are out to help you protect your children better with an entire program devoted to children's safety. On the next Crusaders, now there's someone on your side.
Tonight at 10 on Fox 35.
You've been involved in an...
What's going on? I was asleep. What's everybody doing?
Good night.
Good night,
Brita faucet filter. Brita water. Instantly.
Good evening. Here's a news flash.
He's outrageous. He's out of control. He's Benny Hill, television's king of comedy. Now, for the first time ever, you can own the Benny Hill Collection. The only complete edition of Benny's greatest comedy routines. Now available on home video. It's shocking. It's unforgettable. It's Benny as you've never seen him before. Call now and get Benny Hill for the feel-good price of just $9.99. Use your credit card and we'll also send you Benny's Video Spotlight, absolutely free. That's 4 full hours of Benny's Best for just $9.99. You'll get your favorite sketches and hilarious routines. Then preview other great Benny Hill videos. There's no minimum to buy. Cancel anytime. Call now and get Benny Hill for just $9.99. Order with your credit card and you'll also get Benny's Video Spotlight, absolutely free. The complete Benny Hill collection is not available in stores, so don't wait. Call now.
Call 1-800-647-6006 to order Benny Hill for only $9.99. Use your credit card and get Benny Hill's Video Spotlight free. That's 1-800-647-6006. Or send $9.99 plus $3.99 shipping and handling to Benny Hill, Department 4, Richmond, Virginia, 23280. Call now.
You're watching.
Hey there, this is Hoss coming to you from Cowboy Bob's Gun and Pawn. We have one of Central Florida's largest selection of CDs, stereos, guitars, videotapes, jewelry, diamonds, and gold. Cash, cash, cash. If you're low on it, come on down and see the Cowboy. Your junk is our treasure. We will buy, sell, trade, or pawn guns, tools, diamonds, and much more. Stop by Cowboy Bob's Gun and Pawn on Highway 1792 in Castleberry, across from Quality Buick. If you need cash, see the Cowboy.
Everything's great, Dad. Ben?
I'm great, too.
I want you in bed in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Make your luck up, okay?
It's your lifestyle.
This is it. It's your last chance. It's the final days of winter's hottest sale at Slumberland Furniture. It's your last chance to pay absolutely nothing for 12 leisurely months. That's right. Nothing down, no payments, and no interest for 1 entire year on beautiful furniture and the best mattresses around, with savings you might not see again. Plus, it's your last chance to win that fabulous cruise for 2 to the sun-drenched Caribbean. You deserve it. So cruise on into the final days of winter's hottest sale only at Slumberland Furniture before it's too late.
Steve LePage now live from the deck. Steve, you've got fishing on your mind.
I'll tell you what, Denny, the Boat Sports and Travel Show is kind of...
Lightning debate.
WDSE-TV, Duluth.
Local telecast of Wall Street Week is made possible in part by support from the financial planning professionals at Waddell & Reed, serving the needs of individuals, families, businesses, and organizations. And Merrill Lynch, building on a tradition of trust.
Century, America's most popular program about the economy, people, and their money. Wall Street Week with Louis Rukeyser is made possible by the annual financial support from viewers like you. By Prudential Securities, with more than 5,600 financial advisors nationwide, Prudential Securities can help you invest your money wisely. By A.G. Edwards, committed professionals providing a full range.
Alan Greenspan takes note of it too. Picking up the same theme, Russ Graves of White Plains, Maryland, devised 2 new street signs. One aimed at the chairman of the Federal Reserve Board, and one aimed at you-know-who. Well, enough.
Would be this. Even though you're embarrassed, go to your drugstore or your chemist or to the souk or the Casbah or wherever it is you live and get some condoms and use them. But please be safe, be smart, educate yourself.
Red, Hot, and Blue, a benefit for AIDS research and relief.
Graveyard shift. I'm a volunteer out here at the cemetery. I started giving tours here for school children, and there's a plot out here that was abandoned, and it is my responsibility to take care of it.
In between your big toe and other toe, some dirt.
The Victorians were obsessed with death, and now we're obsessed with sex.
Which one do you prefer?
We're coming up on him now. He's sitting up in the chair there.
Is that the guy that gets up at night?
I haven't seen it yet.
You fly button?
It's buttoned. One time I got into my car, I turned on the key, and the horn honked 4 times by itself.
Coming on video cassette from director Spike Lee, the first great film of the 90s, 2 thumbs up, Denzel Washington, Spike Lee. Mo Better Blues, coming January 17th from MCA Universal Home Video.
Newsweek raves. Winona Ryder is on spectacular display in Mermaids. Her innocence is mesmerizing, raw, enchanting. Cher is flawless. Superior, in fact, to her Oscar-winning Moonstruck role.
You're a hell of a woman, Rachel.
Right now. And Bob Hoskins is a delight, a great actor who continues to amaze. It's the feel-good film of the year, Mermaids, rated PG-13, now playing.
Bad. The AT&T One-Rate International plan.
Sir, is this your computer? Yeah. It's unusually thin, sir. Please open it. Is this large area the screen, sir?
Yeah?
Sir, the screen is abnormally large and unusually bright.
I know.
Not the usual computer now, is it, sir?
No, it's not.
Supervisor to station 12.
It's a showstopper. The High Note Ultra 2000 with Intel Pentium processor with MMX technology from Digital.
Come on, guys, use your heads. Think.
Shaquille O'Neal, All-Star Center for the Los Angeles Lakers, and world-renowned recording artist. But Shaq's not the only rapping O'Neal. Representing the hood in the 9-8, it's Paul O'Neal.
Been spending most of our lives living in a timeshare condo. Been spending most of our lives living in a timeshare condo.
K-Jam Records presents Vanilla O'Neal's greatest hits. The dopest, baddest, freshest rap tunes performed by Yankee right fielder Paul O'Neal.
Yo, you gotta fight the power. Be taxing your mutual fund profits.
This Diz-Oak collection includes all of Paul O'Neal's Def Jams. You get Check Out My Dodge Minivan. All my threads are from Banana Republic. Yo, we be illin' at the Yacht Club. Shout out to my homie, Garth Brooks. Flying in coach is a bitch. Watching C-SPAN is the bomb. And yo, order Vanilla O'Neal's greatest hits now and get this special bonus track featuring Vanilla's main man, heavyweight fighter Peter McNeely.
Yo, we don't even know what gangster rap is.
But we hear it pays really good.
Yeah, and we got the skills to pay the bills.
So get off the hizzy and order Vanilla O'Neal now. Peace out.
All right, it's time for Coach of the Year, folks.
Sitcom Superheroes. Rocketing your way at 5:30 and 6 with non-stop comic misadventures.
And the weird man.
Fair after truth, justice, and just plain laughs.
Is that not the craziest thing you ever heard?
Only on Family Matters and Empty Nest.
Andrea got...
What do you think of this color, Snuggle? Oh, pretty. How do you like this one? Blue is nice.
Introducing Snuggle Fabric Softener with Color Protector. It helps care for colors with all the same softness and freshness. New Snuggle with Color Protector.
Thanks, Snuggle.
Come in today for Ready Credit at Rams.
Take it easy. They know Rams has Ready Credit. Come to Rams today for the credit you deserve on the furniture you want.
Yeah, Ready Credit at all for Rams.
2 stores in San Francisco, South San Francisco, and Rams Palace Furniture in Richmond. And nothing hidden about Rams Credit. We carry all our own accounts. No banks and finance companies to deal with. If you're new on the job, had credit problems, or never had credit, get credit today at Rams.
If there's nothing hidden.
Nothing. 2 Rams in San Francisco, South San Francisco, and Rams Palace Furniture in Richmond.